Welcome back everyone to Piney Plays Beorning, and today we have found some workers who seem to have decided that playing around on the outside and drinking and dancing is more important than going around and actually doing work in order to help maintain the city. And you see, things aren't exactly in the best shape. Hey, what's going on here?
You think you can end my merriment?
Where? Why are you frowning at me? There's cheer enough to go round. The work can wait, but the beer will not last. Ha 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 ha! You say Archil wants us to work? Bah! You think you can end the merriment? I would like you to try, knave. I would like you to try. You think that's how it is? Well, let's see. Well, what do you think about that? Can you bear to... Okay, well, yeah, just coming up with a perfect pun. Alright, hello there. You saw I knocked some sense into him. Are you going to go back to work, or am I going to knock some sense into you?
Look at this one, boys.
Look at this one, boys. Grab a tanker and a crust friend. Give us a tale or three, and we will raise a cup to be good. What? What do you mean I gotta get back to work? Oh, so this is how it is. You are here to get us working. I say we make Archil do the labor, or maybe have you do it. We'll do it when we're good and ready. You have trouble hearing, my friend? Maybe you'll hear this. Well... Okay, fine. Well, you realize... Okay, fine. You asked for it. You asked for it. What about this? Okay. Well, alright, I'll begin working. Good grief. Anyone else want to make any trouble? I thought not. Well, now. Let's now see about this history lesson. Oh, hello there.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
It is hard to find a good help these days. I hired a man to kill a boar for me, and I even provided him with the weapon to do so. So, what did he do when he found the boar? He was frightened, dropped the sword, and ran away. I no longer care about the boar. I simply want the sword back. It is an old family heir. You gave an old family heirloom to someone? Oh, never mind. I need someone trustworthy and brave to retrieve it. Will you do this for me? I'll see if I find it somewhere around when I am doing my... When I'm doing iron, I'm sure there are going to be 3,000 other things that are going to be asking me to do, because that is the way things are with quest givers, is finding 3,000 different ways in which to get you to do something. Alright, let's see. We want the history of Aldburg. Actually, in fact, what I'll do is set quest focus to that. So that, yeah, this looks like the right place. Hello there, Aelthane.
We must stand by while the minions of Orthung spread their influence.
Thane Archil has yet to decide what to do about the orcs. I am not surprised. We will decide on a course of action soon, I am sure. In the meantime, I agree with him. You should acquaint yourself with Aldburg. On the surface, it may not look like the city of a king, but it is, in truth, a city rich in history. I recommend beginning in the eastern part of the city at the training hall. Alright then.
We cannot wait for the darkness to abate.
Oh, by the way,
must rally.
My sword was recently damaged in a battle and needs of some repair. The White Hand uses a very strong steel for its weapons. If you could collect some of their weapons, we might be able to smelt enough good steel for their blades that we could repair my sword and others. You want to use orcish steel to repair... Oh, good grief. This... Alright, as for ridiculous premises of quests go, that one takes the cake. That is all I've got to say about that. They make a good, strong steel. I mean, really, I've heard orcs being accused of many things, but making a good, strong steel is, I must admit, something I haven't heard too often. Okay, let's see. Where were we? Ah, here we go. Hello there.
What business have you, the Rohirrim?
Yes, there is so much stored within the walls of the training hall these days. When our men went west, they took most of the arms with them. What remains inside, however, are weapons that span the history of the Rittermark. My sole purpose here is to ensure that our enemies do not gain access to what remains. Thank you for speaking with me. I do not entertain many visitors these days. From here, you should see the stable, located to the northwest. Alright, to the northwest. To the stables! Does that mean we have a stable master telling us to go somewhere? Or a quest to fetch horses? A quest to find the... and find out that the only farrier within all of Rohan is in Helm's Deep? Well, you've seen the hyper quests they gave us, right? Alright, let's see. Where are we? Alright, here is this, and here we have a skirmish hall. Actually, speaking of which, how's my 86? Yeah, decently trained, but I mean, look, that's only 21, so obviously I need a... Refreshing herbs is all... Hello there.
Our mission is dire.
This is the oldest stable in the area, and it is showing its wear. I have been trying to acquire assistance with repairs, but with everyone heading west, help has been hard to come by. Perhaps you could convince Archil and that I need help rebuilding the stable? This very stable has housed the steeds of some of Rohan's greatest warriors, Errol and Folka among others. As you make your way through Aldburg, be sure to stop and speak with the quartermaster located in the western parts of the city. Alright.
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
Oh, did you say that you found a caravan that was attacked by orcs recently? I would wager that is why my missing crate of supplies has never arrived. It is important for those supplies to be delivered. Will you retrieve them for me? I would be grateful. Right. Well, okay, supplies. I'm sure her supplies is still something to do with horseshoes. You know that. That's what I gotta say. Nope. Alright. Nothing for the task board at the moment. I didn't think so. But now let's head over to the quartermaster's house. Hello there. How are things going? Could you tell me a bit about the history of this place?
Our mission is dire.
Did you hear that? No? Well, never you mind that. You are here to find out more about the great city, are you not? Yes, I have been quartermaster of Aldburg for longer than my memory goes back. I have seen quite a bit in my day, and I have... Oh, I heard it again! Did you not? Yeah? Oh yes, there's not much for me to do these days, but talk with my new friend. Yes, now, there is much to do, and not enough hands to do it. If you will speak with Archil, let him know of my needs. Right.
Our success depends upon our strength.
They all think I'm mad because I talk to a crow. But it really talks, I tell you, yes. I did not believe it myself at first, but we have spoken many times, and it speaks as well as you and I. I would think it would have a bit of a crowish accent if it could talk. Maybe it's a raven, because some ravens could talk, I've heard, over at the Misty Mount. No, never mind. Oh, did you hear that just over? Oh, yes. I heard it with my own 2 ears, but you would indeed feel better if someone else would speak with it as well. Would you speak with the mouse, or was it an orc? Oh, yeah, yes, it's a crow. Are you sure it's not a raven? Right? Because I heard that. Yeah, over at the Lonely Mountain there are. Never mind. Now, let's see what we got. Okay, let's talk to Archel, Archel, find the crate supplies, talking crow, collect white hand swords, and a missing sword. So what I'm going to do is we will first go after the missing sword. Actually, let me make sure I've got this right. And we'll do that because I think we've got time to go out for that, but if we go and deal with the talking crow first, we might not. So let us head out. Now, I was once looking up to see if there has ever been an instance of... Oh, is this, of course.
The Rohirrim have need of your
yeah,
services.
talk to Gandalf and Adoras. Yeah, of course, once again. For the Broadacres. We'll worry about that later. But where was I? Oh, yes, I was trying to look up if there were any legends. I know there are traditional legends about talking ravens. And of course, you have things like this. I should just have removed that from it, because now the quest I wanted to follow got knocked off the tracker. Good grief, where were we? Eastfold, left for Dread. Right, okay, left for Dread, and now says quest guide focus, and now we can go back to this. Right. So, I was seeing if there was any tradition of talking rooks, because rooks are related to crows and ravens. I think, well, it's a possible... let's see, find the missing sword. So we should be getting along into the right area now. Well, I guess first let's take care of this thing. But alright, I was looking to see if there was any traditional talking rooks. And no, I didn't find any traditional stories. Instead, what I found was a newspaper story where a man in England had actually trained a rook to speak. You know, in a similar way which you can do for a parrot. So therefore, wondering on the whole thing is that the idea of it being in a traditional story and thing like that was obviously not preposterous if I actually found a real case of it. But alright, that takes care of that. So let's see, we want crate of supplies. We'll take care of that next. But then, the entire point on that, of course, is the premise of a talking crow is not completely ridiculous. If you have, even in The Hobbit, you have Rorak, who is a talking raven. And of course, there are talking ravens in other parts of literature, which is what prompted me to do the search on rooks in the first place. And then, of course, you have the case where I was talking about right there, where you had a talking rook in real life. So yes, a talking crow is something not completely that's, you know, might seem a little bit strange, especially if it holds a decent conversation, since, let's face it, that I don't think at least in real world, you're not going to have one who could talk and give advice or anything like that. Though, of course, Rorak does in The Hobbit, so it's certainly within the lore, not something completely preposterous, even if it's unlikely in the real world. Alright, let's see. There we go. Here are the supplies. I mean, you wouldn't want to hold a full conversation with a parrot either, right? Okay, there we go. And now, let's see, the swords. Actually, it's probably not where I would rather... Oh yeah, it's there because of those orcs that we fought earlier. I suspect that's the only reason why that was marked on it. Of course, I'm not in the mood to spawn those at the moment, so therefore I'm going to head out to another area where there could be some orcs. Actually, what I should have done is at that farm where there were plenty of orcs there, I should have thought of that earlier. But I missed that opportunity. Okay. So I do have this group right here. And see if I can get up this hill. And then we could take care of a couple of orcs and get their swords. That would be good. Looks like there are a couple of boars in the area also. Alright, let's see. Where were we? Oh, I don't want to go too far in the wrong... Wait, there are supposed to be orcs around here, right? That does not look like an orc. That looks like a lath bear. Oh, hold on. What's up here? That's not an orc. That is a hound. A howling sweater hound. That's what it is. But I see that there are some dead orcs here. So I presume they're celebrating that they managed to defeat all those orcs. With a frying pan! He killed off orcs with a frying pan. Well, that's quite a big family. Well, alright. Now. Okay. Well then. Oh, here's the orc camp. Good. Ouch. Ouch. Well. Good that I found the orcs. Bad that I sprained my ankle along the way. Hopefully I will work off this injury in a moment. But for now, I think it's time for us to deal with a couple of orcs. And hopefully this will do. But it does say white hand swords, and this is a white hand warrior, so it is a good thing that we came to a white hand camp for this. Yeah, alright. Yep, he's got one. Yeah, okay, they're all posturing and all that fun stuff. Yeah, here we go. And let me get my... Alright, and there you go. That's 3. Alright, that's 3 down. There's going to be a 4th round here somewhere, right? I'm at the furthest camp, so I guess I'll have to go further down in order to the next camp if I want to get a 4th sword anytime soon before these guys respawn. Oh yeah, there are the rest of the camps up there. Good. Next. Preferably without going through the elite. Yeah, alright, let me do this without fighting the elite warrior. Actually, I probably would handle the elite warrior if I didn't have any adds to it, but I don't want to make any bets. Okay, yeah. Hey, I'm having trouble with this. Good. Okay, there we go. That hopefully that. Good grief! And I'm a higher level than they are. I obviously need some. Right. Oh, that's right. Western Rohan, where the equipment goes way high, very fast, and you can fall behind very quickly. That shows you how far behind my equipment is then. So this is going to be the tough part to get through. Hopefully I could get a decent weapon drop. What is this? This is a hunter's bow of the 3rd age. Alright, that's not going to help me any. Not in the least. What am I still using? I'm going to assume that I didn't upgrade my weapon any. Yeah, I am still using a... Yeah, I'm still on an 85 weapon. Oh, I think I see your problem now. So let's go and turn in these quests. And we will begin over here with this man who wants to use orcish steel to repair his blade.
We must turn to the offensive.
I would normally not ask favors of others for which I can do myself, but with all the transpiring here in Aldburg, I knew that I would be needed here. Thank you for your assistance. Okay. So that's one down. And let's see, we have it to go this way. Oh yeah, and here's another, here's the sword.
What brings you to these lands?
You found my sword! I suppose there are some in this town that have a little skill at least. Okay, good. That's 2 down. And then of course we have the missing delivery. I'll tell you what I'll do. We'll take care of the missing delivery, and at the same time, we would also see about this talking crow in our next episode of Piney Plays The Beorning.